Hello everyone, this is Julie with Craft with Julie, and it is time for another Makers with Heart Mystery Envelope Challenge. Katie sent us a nice big envelope with these gorgeous pieces of pattern paper and a little zip strip, and she would like us to find a one-sheet wonder pattern and create Christmas cards or a card kit or a layout using these papers. And these papers are from the Home for Christmas collection from Close to My Heart, and we just created with these at my virtual craft day last Saturday, so I'm very familiar with these patterns, and I thought I would bring in some elements from the Home for Christmas digital art collection. If you're not familiar, Close to My Heart has these collections with each paper collection, and these are so cute. They have a mailbox, a stocking. I cut out some mittens that I'm going to be using on my cards today. There's also some layouts and cards and things like that, and they're only $9.95. But you have all of these elements that you can cut to match this collection or just use on their own. So, oh, and I also the candy cane. I think that's why I got this whole collection, was for this candy cane, but I've been creating other things with it as well. So let's go ahead and get started. I did find a pattern, I believe on Pinterest, and so I'm going to take my 6x6 paper, and I decided, I'm going to use this plaid pattern right here because I love it so much, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this down. I'll put the dimensions in the description of the video so you can also create these as well. And this is super easy. So I am going to cut 1 3/4 from that. This is a 6x6 piece of cards or paper to start with, and then I'm going to cut a 1/2 inch off of that, and then I'm going to cut this one in half, so it's going to be 3 by 4 1/4. That's what it should end up being. So now you can create 3 cards with these pieces. So I brought in, I like to design my cards just on a piece of white cardstock, and then I can attach it to a card base. It just makes it easier for me. I'm going to go ahead and do that and that, and you can kind of see the direction I'm going in. Like, you can actually change the directions of them pretty easily, but this is what I decided to do. And then I think this is so cute. I wonder, let's use it on, let's see, we'll need a 5.5 and then let's cut it down to a 1/4, and I can use this zip strip on one of the cards, and then if I cut this down to 4 1/4, I can use it on another card, and then I have this extra one left that I could cut another one and do 4 1/4. So we have like a little bit of a border. Okay, so we could cut pattern paper or just leave the white. It's totally up to you. I'm going to go ahead and leave the white, and then let's start building these cards. So we have our bases all done, and now we can just add the sentiment and decorating. And the sentiment I decided to use is this one right here on our October stamp of the month, and it says warm wishes, and I thought it'd be so cute to use with the little mittens that I'm going to create. And so let's go ahead and stamp warm wishes, and then we'll continue with more of the decorations. So I'm going to use my base of my mittens to kind kind of guide where I'm going to stamp my sentiment. And I brought candy apple and pine, and I'm not sure. I think I'll go with let's go with candy apple for these cards. And then I can just put a little piece or put the foam that go from the set underneath, so it gives it a little bit of a cush to give you a nice crisp image. And I'm going to season that up just to make sure. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp warm wishes on all these cards. Okay, so I actually changed this one up a little bit because the sentiment didn't fit the other direction, so I'm going to make that go that way instead of the up and down way. Vertical, there we go. So I just changed that up a little bit, and now let's go ahead and decorate these cute little mittens. They are from that Home for Christmas digital collection, and you can cut them out pretty easily. I used Jade cardstock, candy apple cardstock, and then they have this adorable little poinsettia that goes in the center. I felt like the little mittens were a tad plain, so I looked through my background stamps, and I have this background and elements, and this polka dot I thought would be perfect to just add a little bit of fun to these mittens. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp with pine because I actually don't have the jade ink, so it'll just be a little bit darker of a green, and I'm going to stamp that on all of the mittens. Okay, so I have all of those stamped, and to make them stand out just a little bit more, I am going to add some of the ink around the edges just with a sponge, just to make those pop out just a little bit. And then I'll just adds a nice fun bright or darker edge. And I don't need to do the top because we're going to put some candy apple cardstock there. So I'll go ahead and get these all inked up. Okay, so I have all of those inked up, adds a nice little edge. And now I'm going to do that with our candy apple. And I think my cat ran away with my other sponge. So here is another option. I'm not seeing it. Is you can do direct to, I think it's called direct to paper distressing. And I'll just go around the edges of all of the little cuffs for the mittens and add a little bit of color there as well. Okay, so now we are ready to assemble. I'm just going to squish these off to the side and bring the cards back in, and then we can add our cute little mittens to our card fronts. And again, I cut these from the Home for Christmas digital collection. There's so many cute little elements on there, and I've been using it a ton. It's just so cute. So we'll add those to the top, and there is a right way to put these, so just keep in mind. And then there's these teeny tiny little poinsettias. And I thought I had my liquid glue here, but I'm not sure where it went. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue on, let me grab my other one. I think that one's running out a little bit. I'm going to just add a little bit of glue in the center to add that poinsettia. Poinsettia? I don't know, it's hard to say. Add that in the center. And then I felt like these needed a little bit of something on the cuff. So I'm actually going to add some stitch marks right here across the bottom. Just like that. Isn't that cute? And then in the center, I want to go ahead, instead of the dots, I want to add the hearts, these cute little hearts from the Black and White Dots collection. Just cute little heart. The dots work too, but I thought a heart would be really fun. Oh, there's my liquid glue. I found it. The hearts would be super cute for Christmas, just to be a little something different. I was looking for my piercing tool, which there it is. They're all hiding in my toolbox over there on my desk. Okay, looks like this needs a little help with, I have a little extra of the cutting. Okay, isn't that cute? Let's go ahead and add the mittens to the other two cards. Hey, as I'm finishing up this last one, I just want to remind you to go check out the other ladies' mystery envelope challenge. They too are going to be doing a one sheet wonder, and it's going to be so fun to see what they create with these same patterns, and I'm sure you'll get a ton of ideas of what you can do with your 6x6 scraps, and hopefully get some more of your holiday cards done. Or your holiday scrapbooking. So it'll be fun to go check it out. I will put a playlist at the end of this video so you can find their videos easily. Also, there'll be their links in the description along with the cutting dimensions for these 3 cards, and all the supplies I used I will put in the description as well. If you enjoyed this video, I would love a thumbs up. Maybe leave me a comment, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any future collaboration videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.